Shiba Inu dev team is not messing around. They are working on a massive update and just revealed a small piece of it. But that is actually just the tip of the iceberg. Just today, the crypto world went crazy. BlackRock coupled with big players stepped in and bringing their hundreds of millions of dollars. And Shiba will arguably benefit the most of the entire crypto space. But what is actually going on? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. While people are still celebrating BlackRock's recent victory over Grayscale, often called the crypto evil among some users, a new problem has come up today. For those unfamiliar, just after the first Bitcoin ETF got approved, BlackRock and other firms started seeing huge amounts of money, millions of dollars, flowing into their Bitcoin ETFs every day. Many people thought this was the start of a big bull run, and not the bull run just for Bitcoin, but for the entire crypto space. This makes much sense, and the reason for this excitement is simple. Just days after the ETF was approved, hundreds of millions of dollars started pouring into these Bitcoin ETFs daily. This huge amount of money showed that big investors were finally jumping into the crypto market, bringing lots of cash and confidence with them. It's like a small local farmers market where vendors usually sell their produce to locals with small amounts of cash. When suddenly they see trucks arriving, not just regular trucks though, but with piles of cash. These trucks are packed with money, ready to be spent. This sudden influx of cash tells the farmers that something big is happening. In the same way, the hundreds of millions flowing into Bitcoin ETFs signaled to many that a major change was happening, with big money entering the market and possibly kicking off a significant rise in cryptocurrency prices. But this is where a problem has come up. There's a player called Grayscale that had huge loads of Bitcoin even before the ETF was approved. But where did they get it in the first place? Well, to remind you, they were one of the first to offer Bitcoin Trust for investing in Bitcoin, so they accumulated a hefty amount over time. While BlackRock and others were just getting started with their Bitcoin reserves, Grayscale already had a mountain of it. Then, just as excitement peaked and inflows surged into Bitcoin, Grayscale shocked everyone by offloading hundreds of millions worth of Bitcoin every single day. This triggered multiple crashes. While the influx of funds from institutions like BlackRock initially seemed like a bullish sign, it took a while before it translated into actual price growth, simply because Grayscale's massive selling pressure put a lid on Bitcoin's rise, and since many other cryptocurrencies follow Bitcoin's lead, they were stuck in a rut too. But nevertheless, the bulls were unstoppable, and Bitcoin finally rose to make new all-time highs over $70,000. As mentioned earlier, most cryptos tend to follow Bitcoin's lead, but one stands out for its unique behavior. It's Shiba Inu, a crypto that's super sensitive to Bitcoin's movements. When Bitcoin heads up, Shiba Inu goes even higher, doubling the excitement. But when Bitcoin takes a dive, Shiba Inu feels it double hard, taking a heavier blow to its price. And when Bitcoin recently hit its new all-time high just a little time later, Shiba Inu's price literally tripled in just a few days. This was a huge event, and some people are still celebrating it, even though it's been 3 months since it happened. But now, 3 months later, the hype has cooled down. This cooling down is common after big price spikes as the market settles. So now the focus has shifted to something different. Just a week ago, out of the blue, the Ethereum ETF was approved. Trading hasn't started yet, so we haven't seen a huge impact on the crypto market just yet. However, the speculation and excitement are rising. This situation reminds us of what happened with Bitcoin when its ETF was approved back in January. It saw hundreds of millions of dollars flowing in every day, eventually making Bitcoin to hit new all-time highs. And what's interesting is that the excitement and speculation around the Ethereum ETF are especially noticeable among the Shiba Inu community. They're drawing parallels from the past and wondering, will the Ethereum ETF have the same explosive effect on Shiba Inu's price as the Bitcoin ETF did? Well, that's a question worth pondering. And this is where things get interesting. People were expecting the impact of the Ethereum ETF to be even bigger and faster than it was with Bitcoin. They thought it wouldn't take months to see significant changes, mainly because there isn't a big player like Grayscale ready to dump massive amounts of Ethereum right after the ETF trading starts. But today, everything changed. It was actually a known fact before, but today, it became widespread news. Grayscale holds a huge amount of Ethereum too. This revelation has shocked many, and some are even angry, simply because now they realize that just like with Bitcoin, Grayscale could potentially unleash a flood of Ethereum into the market, dampening any rapid price increases and possibly causing crashes, just as they did before. But before coming to any conclusions, Let's dive into some analysis to get a clearer picture of what might happen next. In the days leading up to the Ethereum ETF approval, Ether's value surged by almost a third. However, just after the actual approval, worries about Grayscale's Ethereum trust started to loom large. This trust manages a whopping $11 billion in Ethereum, making it a major player in the market. And here's where it gets interesting. After noticing significant outflows from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust over the past few months, which balanced out the effects of hefty inflows, investors are worried about a repeat scenario. When spot Bitcoin ETFs got the green light, Grayscale Bitcoin experienced a whopping $6.5 billion in outflows within a month, accounting for 23% of its assets under management. A recent report by Kaiko Research estimated that if history repeats itself, we could see average daily outflows from Grayscale Ethereum totaling $110 million. This analysis sheds light on the potential impact of Grayscale's involvement and gives us a glimpse into what could happen next in the crypto market. Tony Mateos, co-founder of an Ethereum-focused platform, predicts significant outflows from Grayscale's Ethereum Trust, much like what we saw with the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. However, he points out a crucial difference between the two. When the spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved, Grayscale held nearly $30 billion worth of Bitcoin, which accounted for 3.5% of the Bitcoin market cap. On the other hand, Grayscale only holds $11 billion worth of Ethereum, representing 2.2% of the market cap. Mateos suggests that because Grayscale Ethereum's share of the market is smaller, the impact of the ETF could be proportionally larger, with fewer outflows expected. But it's worth noting that Mateos remains optimistic about the long-term outlook. Just like with Bitcoin, where we initially saw crashes post-ETF approval, followed by positive impacts on the price, he believes the same could happen with Ethereum. The continuous influx of funds driven by ETF adoption could push prices higher in the long run. Additionally, Mateos highlights Ethereum's environmental friendliness compared to Bitcoin, which could attract environmentally conscious investors to the Ethereum ETF over the Bitcoin ETF. If you are an old investor in crypto, you should remember that we've witnessed a lot of drama surrounding the main difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum in the past, the energy consumption issue. Bitcoin's high energy consumption even led Tesla to remove it as a payment option for their cars. Ethereum, with its more environmentally friendly proof-of-stake model, presents an appealing alternative. This perspective could draw in traditional investors looking to align their investments with environmental, social, and governance criteria, making Ethereum ETFs an attractive option for them. So, even though Grayscale might start unloading its huge Ethereum holdings when trading kicks off, the long-term outlook looks promising for some people. Plus, Shiba Inu developers are literally preparing for potential benefits as we speak. They recently announced that their Layer 2 scaling solution, Shibarium, has significantly sped up the Ethereum bridge time from 7 days to just 45 minutes. This is particularly significant because it directly addresses a bottleneck in Ethereum's ecosystem, with Ethereum being the underlying blockchain for many cryptocurrencies and projects, including Shiba Inu. Any improvements to its infrastructure have far-reaching effects. By reducing the time it takes to bridge between Ethereum and Shibarium, transactions become faster and more efficient. This improvement couldn't have come at a better time, especially with the Ethereum ETF trading set to start soon. We're all about efficiency and user-friendliness now, remarked the Shibarium team. So, while the Shiba Inu development team prepares for a potential bull run in the entire crypto space once again, the excitement grows significantly. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.